You are listening to the Inclusion Revolution Radio. I'm your podcast host, Nobi Craven. I'm a Special Olympics DC athlete and a Special Olympics International employee. On this podcast, I interview athletes, partners, ambassadors, employees, and supporters of Special Olympics. This podcast is for anyone and everyone who's interested in Special Olympics and the work that we do. New episodes premiere every other Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, anywhere you get your podcasts. You're listening to the 7th episode of Season 5 of the Inclusion Revolution Radio Podcast. My name is Nobi Craven. I'm your host for today's episode. Today, we'll be talking with Special Olympics Southern California athlete Ashley Singleton and her brother, Denver Broncos linebacker and Special Olympics celebrity supporter, Alex Singleton. Welcome, Ashley and Alex, to the Inclusion Revolution Podcast. We are so excited to have you here today.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having us on here.
No problem at all. Ashley started her Special Olympics journey at age 8 and has not stopped since. Fantastic. That's fantastic. Ashley's favorite sport is swimming, and she's actually started swimming before she can even walk. That is just overwhelming. Definitely you must be really proud of Alex.
I am. It's the coolest thing ever. She's kicked my butt before. We did a swimming thing one time, and she beat me. And yeah, I mean, she's been doing it forever. It's the most fun thing to go support is her in her swimming.
Sweet. Ashley's favorite sport is swimming. She actually started swimming before she could even walk, which is why Ashley became a gold medal winning swimmer. Is no surprise. When she's not competing, she's passionately cheering on her friends and teammates she made through Special Olympics. Alex's younger brother is Denver Broncos linebacker, Alex Singleton. Originally signed by Seattle as an undrafted free agent in 2015. Alex played 3 seasons in the Canadian Football League before he joined the Eagles during the 2019 training camp. He now plays a dominating linebacker for the Denver Broncos and recently re-signed for a 3-year deal with the Broncos. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's huge. You must be really proud, Ashley.
Yes, I am really proud of him. He was signed back to the Broncos.
Ashley, Alex's inspiration for getting involved with Special Olympics came from his sister, Ashley. Alex first volunteered with the Special Olympics at age 15 and has been extremely involved in the movement. That's tremendously amazing. Wow. Ashley, can you tell me more about how you got involved with Special Olympics and why swimming is your favorite sport?
I got involved in Special Olympics since I was 8. I first started with track and started with gymnastics and swimming and bowling and soccer when I was growing up. And I competed since. And I haven't stopped, and right now I'm still swimming with Special Olympics right now.
And why is swimming your favorite?
The way swimming is my favorite sport because I'm part fish, and I'm funny, and I really love swimming because that's why it's my favorite sport.
Alex, what about football drew you to the sport?
Oh man, everyone in my family, my dad, my uncles, my grandpa, everybody played football growing up, and so when I was 7 years old, they put me into tackle football, and I loved it, from the first day I was there. So that's why I've stuck with it, and obviously been able to make a job out of it, which makes it even more special.
What has been the most exciting Special Olympics experience for you, both individually and together?
I know we did live workouts in the garage with Special Olympics, and we did level 1s and 2 and 3s for their abilities, or as any kind of levels, but they want to do it. And we also did a lot of our talking on the video on Sportsnet on the TV. We did a lot of things together for involved in Special Olympics.
Yeah, we got to be featured on ESPN for it, which was pretty cool. And then also we traveled when I was playing in Canada. We got to go up to the Yukon in the middle of winter. It was -40 the whole time, and support their indoor soccer, which was a really cool experience.
Alex, what are the biggest differences between Canadian Football League and the NFL? How did the experience help you transition to the NFL?
Yeah, I would say the biggest difference is one, there's 12 players on the field in Canada, and there's only 11 in the NFL. The field is bigger in Canada. They have a center line and then two 50-yard lines next to it. The end zones are also 20 yards, and the goal post is in front of the end zone, not in the back.
Repeat yourself, please.
Yes, the goalpost is in the front, and the end zone is 20 yards.
Right.
And then the middle of the field, they have a center line, which is the 55-yard line. So they have two 50-yard lines. So it's 110 yards instead of 100 yards.
That must be really confusing. Coming in playing. You started out playing Canadian football, right? And then you transitioned to the NFL.
Yeah. So it helped though, because I learned, just different ways. But I became more mature and confident playing up there because I was young coming out of Montana State. So going there and kind of, learning to be the player I was really helped me transition from the CFL to the NFL, and then to be able to stick in the NFL.
Is it harder being in the NFL or is it easier being in the NFL?
Oh man, they're both really hard. There's not a lot of guys playing professional football for a living, but definitely, sticking in the NFL is a little bit harder.
Ashley, what is something more people should know about Special Olympics athletes?
For Special Olympics athletes, we all compete and we all love doing that, and we do a lot with special athletes.
Sweet. I'll piggyback on that part. Me being an athlete myself, of course we love to compete. We love to make new friends like you and Alex, and definitely just having this organization just says a whole lot about how people with and without disabilities can do amazing things together. And trust and believe we can do anything. The doctors told me when I was little, you're not going to be able to walk, you're not able to talk, you're not going to be able to do anything. I'm just sitting here talking to you guys, doing a podcast, and, things like that. And definitely that said a whole lot, for this organization, not to as a whole, but definitely became family. And definitely, Ashley, I know you'll go far. With a brother like Alex, you will definitely go far.
Yes.
You recently attended Super Bowl Media Row in Arizona. As an advocate for Special Olympics, can you tell listeners a bit about Media Row and your role? I'd love to hear about the interviews that you took part in with Special Olympics athletes as a unified pair.
Yeah, it was an incredible time. I got to work with two really special athletes, from Arizona. So they got to, come down to Super Bowl Media Row. And we got to, go around to all the different media outlets from all over the country and, not only talk about my football career, but we got to talk about Special Olympics, the inclusion revolution, the unified school programs, and just how, what Special Olympics is able to do and bring people together in the community using school and being able to stop all, the negative things that happen in schools, from bullying and all the things that happen in schools, and to, like I said, to be able to unify them and to make every school in America a unified school, and to be able to go on to, media outlets from almost every city in the country for 2 days. It's really cool to be able to share that, because you learn, I think a lot of radio personalities, get involved with Special Olympics, but just to be able to talk about it even more with them, be on the radio and in their local areas, from such a, obviously a premier place like the Super Bowl Media Row. I think I had a great time. It was one of the best times I've ever had, just getting to talk about Special Olympics and, what they're able to do specifically in, the unified schools. And it was really, really special to me, and it was really fun to be there.
Okay, Alex, you first volunteered with Special Olympics when you were 15. What about the organization has kept you volunteering for this long?
Yeah, I think, originally I started, to, be around my sister and to, support her and, see her friends compete. But eventually when I left, for college, and then after that to go to Canada, and then to Philadelphia, and then to Denver, to me, it's something, it's so important. It's a community that I think deserves to have the biggest voice in the world. So every time they're the first organization, the first, director or person I call when I get to a city is, how can I get involved? What can I do for you guys? Because the passion of the athletes, the love the athletes have, the compete the athletes have, I think it's something that I can take. I think I use it more for myself than they use it, or that, the people that are around in those different organizations, use it. Just, it gives me, so much. It's why I play football with a smile on my face. It's just because of, what those athletes have been able to give to me my entire life, starting with my sister to, every single athlete I've met over the, I guess 13, 14 years volunteering now to the, 29 years of my life. I think it's really special, and it's why I will always be involved with Special Olympics, whether at home with my sister or around the country with everybody else.
The question is for both of you. How do you inspire each other to be better athletes?
I inspire then for everybody that we all did together, and I really love being with athletes.
And I'll say, I've always said this, and it's kind of funny, but it's also true. And it's something else Special Olympics gives is that, my sister is going to be able to compete her entire life in Special Olympics. She's going to be able to get medals her entire life. And, it inspires me because I'm only going to be able to play football for so long. And to know I'll always be the, second best athlete in my family, no matter what I accomplish, it kind of, it inspires me to, keep going, do what I can as long as I can, but also just, seeing her compete and all of that just, puts the biggest smile on my face. Like I said earlier, it's the reason I play with a smile and, play the way I do. And, the passion that no matter what is, shown on the field, she could, wake up, not be too excited to go to soccer or baseball or swimming, but, the second she jumps in the pool or is on the field, is so happy. And it's just something that has, been able to, push me in my career.
Alex, playing in the NFL is the highest level of success for an athlete. What tips would you give a Special Olympics athlete who wants to be successful in their own sport?
To believe in themselves. I think you kind of summed it up when you said doctors told you wouldn't be able to walk, you wouldn't be able to talk, you wouldn't be able to do all these things, but you believed in yourself, and you found an organization that would help you and give you the resources and the place to be yourself and compete in the sports that you wanted to compete in. And I think that's what I would tell everybody to do. Believe in what they want to do, and you'll be able to do it, especially with an organization like Special Olympics. They'll give you the opportunities to be able to do that at whatever level it is. And yeah, to believe in it and always play it with a smile, because sports are too fun to ever play angry. So I would say that as well. Play them as happy as you can, no matter what, win or lose.
Right. And definitely sometimes, we just had our basketball season and we came in last place, but we got a ribbon. But of course, it was like, okay, well, we played up, behind off, and we really wanted to, get that medal. But definitely, when you get a ribbon, it's like, okay, well, you just gotta suck it up and get it.
Oh yeah, and you still had fun though, right?
Absolutely.
That's all that matters, right there.
Have you guys seen the movie Champions yet?
Actually, I saw that last night with a couple of my friends.
Sweet, you liked it?
Yes.
I know. It's amazing. I mean, have the whole Denver Broncos organization go see that movie, Alex.
I
It's that
will.
good.
I'm back
that
in
good.
3 weeks. Oh,
It's that good. I'm telling you, it's that good.
I'm excited. When I saw the previews for it, I got all excited. So I can't wait to see it.
Sweet. Ashley, I've read that cheering on your friends is a favorite part of being an athlete, besides being a swimmer. Can you tell me why cheering and being a consistent fan is so important?
It's because I like cheering on my friends because they always they do a really good job at what they do, and I really love seeing them doing that.
In a few words, can you both answer the question? What does inclusion mean to you?
Inclusion means that other people can do it too. If on to Special Olympics.
I like that. I think inclusion is, bringing everyone together, no matter what abilities or disabilities, whatever it is, including everybody. I think it, it speaks for itself. Yeah.
Thank you, Ashley and Alex, for joining the Inclusion Revolution podcast. It was great to talk to you today about your experience in the NFL and with Special Olympics. We appreciate all the work that you continue to do for the Inclusion Revolution. Thank you for listening to the Inclusion Revolution Radio. Don't forget to subscribe. Tune in again in 2 weeks for a new episode.